What else is hard at? You added the hustle, but since he has come in, did you expect him to be a seamless fit? What were you maybe concerned about with the trade of how he would fit with the rotation? What on the court has worked the best, and who is he fit in with the most? Who does he seem to have the best rapport with?
Well, he's been on the bench unit. He's also going into the starting. Well, it's sort of the starter unit for closing out games. Thibs has gone with him over Grimes for some late fourth quarters, depending on who's had the better night. I think his activity, especially off the ball, has been really helpful. I think a lot of the times the Knicks offense can get bogged down or they might be losing some energy. And then he comes in, he grabs a defensive rebound. He loves going coast to coast off that, scoring in transition. He's like not the most, offensively gifted player, but in transition, he just turns into LeBron. He has this sort of cross Euro step that keeps defenders guessing, and he's been making that. The fact that he's knocking down his open catch and shoot threes has been great. That was a concern, but it looks like he seems confident shooting those. He's even confident shooting from the mid range at times. He had that one really big explosive night. I think it was against Brooklyn. He had like 27 points. The fit has been so perfect. The Knicks need that sort of off ball activity when the offense muddies up. They need a guy that can just go in and get rebounds, do the dirty work, defend, and he does all of that. He's happy to switch, and he rotates fiercely. He's just great all-around effort player, and he's fit in perfectly, especially with I know you asked for specifics as to who he's meshing with. I mean, I think the starters, he does well with them. I think he has some great chemistry with the backup center, Isaiah Hartenstein, because Hartenstein's such a nice high post passing threat. He sees Hart cutting in the lane. They run pick and rolls together that have actually worked pretty well. You don't really want a Josh Hart, Isaiah Hartenstein pick and roll, consuming much of your repertoire, but it's worked. It's worked at times. So he's really been perfect wherever he's played.
Interesting. What is the best 5-man lineup now for the Knicks post trade deadline and post win streak?
That's tough. It automatically includes Brunson, Quickley, Randle, and Mitchell Robinson, without a doubt. If RJ's on, RJ's that last wing spot. If he's not, it's probably Hart or Grimes, if Grimes is actually pulling the trigger and making his threes. It's tough to say. I don't think we've even seen that much of that lineup with RJ. Come to think of it, it's usually Hart or Grimes in that spot. But, I think to close out big playoff games, we're going to see that lineup Quickley and RJ at the wings, Brunson, Randle, and Mitchell Robinson.
What is Julius Randle doing better over the last month?
Man, I want to especially highlight the defense just because I think that was the most glaring thing during his down year last year. And, he's the leader of the team. He's the number one guy. So the team's going to follow what their leader does. And the fact that his effort defensively and his taking up the challenge defensively, I mean, all year, even before the year started, you look at the Knicks roster on paper and you think, okay, well, RJ and Grimes are nice team defenders.